Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and Devin and I are continuing Middara, Unintentional Malum, Act 1. We just got done with the gatekeepers of Gehenna, beating up some gatekeepers. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, bullied them.
And yeah, completely. It was awesome. And now we are in... Well, let me just double check. Yeah, it says continue, 2, winding down. So that is where we shall start.
Zeke wiped away some of the sweat from his brow. If nothing else, the battle had helped beat away the sleepiness he was feeling. They'd managed to destroy a gatekeeper, and without the rest of the team to help. But his temporary relief was replaced by resentment. He looked over to Justice. She was going over what was left, which didn't seem so much like a corpse. It looked as though dozens of grandfather clocks had exploded. "Hey!" Zeke called, wiping oily blood from his weapon with the back of one sleeve. "That fight shouldn't have happened. It's great we won and all, but we should have gone for backup," Damocles added, his own weapon still drawn. "We could not have known this was an enemy we could defeat. We promised we wouldn't do anything too dangerous by ourselves." Justice frowned up at them both, not making eye contact. "Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to get so carried away." Damn it.
Zeke's like, "Oh, that's okay. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to raise my voice. Just, maybe you can repay me by taking me on a date." Zeke, you are fucking cringe right now. Like,
you are embarrassing yourself. Get out. You need to stay in that corner for 5 minutes and think about what you just said.
"Oh, okay." Starts undoing his belt. Nope. I'll be right back.
He's pointed back to the way they'd come. "We should go back to the others." "What? No way." Justice strode right past them both, towards an open doorway. "We made it to the archive. We already killed the Guardian. All we have to do now is take what we came for." She practically skipped through the open door, and the top of her head vanished down another set of stairs. Zeke and Damocles shared an exasperated look, then hurried after her.
I've noticed a little bit, her accent for Damocles kind of goes in and out. What a loser. God, I might as well just do it myself. I'm not gonna. Then we go to a curious room. Eventually.
Curious room. Justice had been on her best behavior since she led them into the ambush. Zeke had to wonder if she was trying to be good, or if she was just finally running out of steam. "Something wrong?" Zeke asked, extinguishing a cigarette against a nearby stone wall. She hesitated for a few seconds. "I'm wondering if the Anointed are really down here. It feels like we've been going all night, and all we found was Jacob's corpse."
So real quick, you're a smoker, right? You're a non-contributor. You're a lesser than. Is what we non-smokers like to call you.
Yes, we are filth of the earth. Yeah.
So my question to you is, if you were in like a situation like this, do you think you'd be able to fight as well as Zeke?
Oh, absolutely not. But you have to think they have somehow immortal youth. I have no idea the effects of smoking on their new physique.
Okay, new question. If there were no negative side, because obviously I don't think you enjoy smoking. It's kind of like a habit, unless you do, and I could be wrong. But it's like, do you think if there were no negative side effects, that it'd be like, hell yeah, this tastes amazing?
Yeah, if there were like no negative side effects, sure, yeah. It'd be just fine.
Yeah.
I mean, when you boil it down, really when you smoke a cigarette, you relieve the tension provided to you by the previous cigarette. Okay. So it's this constant cycle of like want, and then you get it, and it's just freeing yourself from that. That's the difficult part. But it's like, it feels nice in the relief, and then
it just slowly degrades, and you're like, so then you go back up.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just curious, because every time they mention Zeke, he's putting out a cigarette, and I'm like, is he okay? Like, he's out there, like, wielding, just doing these backflips.
He should be wheezing and having a very bad time.
He just does a bunch of cool standing motions, but then if he ever has to sprint, it's like...
Maybe...
Just curious.
Maybe he was the only one who came this far. Zeke put one arm around her shoulder. "We'll find them, Justice." We've wandered through so many of these damn ruins. Pretty soon there won't be anywhere left for them to hide.
Smoker's breath just
Yeah,
washes over
she
her.
nodded vigorously, though she still wasn't meeting his eyes. I hope so. If something happened because I wasn't here to help... Guys, Damocles interrupted,
Guys.
his voice coming from several feet away. I think I found something. What? Zeke hurried over. Damocles was standing in front of a large set of double doors. Bright light glowed out from beneath them. I've peeked through that, and it doesn't seem like anything's moving. Great! Let's check it out! Zeke braced against the door and pushed it open slowly. The space beyond was thick with dust and brightly lit with arcane light from the ceiling. The space was round, with half a dozen low marble pedestals along the wall. Each one had but a single object on it, along with a plaque in the now familiar Arcalan writing. Zeke looked at each of the objects in turn. There was some kind of little fountain. It had silvery fluid like mercury constantly splashing up inside. A woven cornucopia-shaped basket, as long as his arm full of wooden sticks, sat on one pedestal. A pair of spectacles with several different lenses of various colors sat on another. Each object seemed a bit strange, but none of them seemed very much like treasure. Zeke went for the glasses, but Justice slapped his hand away. Zeke, don't touch, she demanded.
Touch.
Last time you grabbed something, we went on the worst water slide ever. Now it's my turn to tell you to be careful. These can be
I love
terribly
you.
dangerous. Let's take this slow and not touch anything until we know what it does.
Yes,
All
Mommy.
right, Zeke grumbled, taking another defiant poke at the glasses. Justice went straight for the one at the very center of the room. It held a book, almost as thick as the tome she carried, but with intricate filigrees of metal around the edges. Justice read the plaque, then lifted the book off its pedestal and into her arms. Zeke tensed, preparing for some terrible trap. Maybe the floor would start to rumble, or rocks would fall, or acid would flood the room. When nothing happened, he made his way up behind her, glancing over her shoulder. The book was written entirely in Nixie script. I take it you can read that? He asked. Justice nodded. Thanks to my Theodosian book, it can help me translate at least, she said absently. She wasn't looking at him. She seemed absorbed in the book. Oh, wow. What? Zeke leaned in close. There was a little illustration on the page, a detailed sketch of the Pontifex. At least that's what he thought it was. Justice remained silent as she went over the same portion of the text several times. By the time she'd finished, she seemed to practically be bouncing up and down. This is it. The reason the Grim Deacons want the Pontifex so badly. The way to save Nightingale. It's all in here. Zeke leaned in closer, as if he would be able to read it by just looking harder. Finding Zephyr and the rest of his anointed had always been a dim, abstract hope. But if Justice was right, with this book, they wouldn't have to find him to save Nightingale. I'll have to take some time to really read it all, but I think this is what we need. Justice held it up. This is the whole reason me and the anointed came to Gehenna in the first place. Justice barely finished her thought when a loud boom left their ears ringing. They whipped around and saw that it was Damocles holding the cornucopia basket and looking shocked. One of the sticks had fallen to the floor, exploding as it touched the ground. The splinters of the stick writhed like a living thing, swelling rapidly as a massive trunk and sturdy limbs formed. It looked like it was growing into a huge dead tree with several partially rotten corpses melted into the trunk.
Christ.
Now who's careless? Justice swore loudly under her breath, backing away. Zeke was caught off guard as something slammed him in the chest. An irresistible weight flung him through the air. He saw Justice go flying too, the
With her
book
neck
tumbling from her
broken.
fingers
Oh my
as the two
God.
of them were slammed against the wall. Zeke groaned, wincing as he pressed on his chest. It felt like he had broken a rib. Damocles appeared above Zeke,
My bad.
taking him by the arm and dragging him along the stone floor towards the door. Justice was sprawled out close behind them, her voice faint as she tried to collect herself. What the hell is that? Damocles panted, backing away from the monstrosity. I don't know, but I'd rather not have to find out. Zeke kneeled down beside Justice, helping her to a sitting position. Are you okay? Yeah, Justice blinked, disoriented from the blow. She looked like she wasn't seriously harmed, and Zeke found himself more relieved than he thought he would be. Come on, Zeke pulled at her, trying to drag her to her feet. We need to go. No, the book. We can't leave it. Justice tugged her way free, jerking to her feet and charging straight towards the monster. Justice, stop! Zeke got up too, drawing his weapon in his shaky hand. Justice tried to dodge around the creature and lunge for the fallen book, but it was no good. The snaking roots shot towards her, slamming into her petite frame. She hit the ground hard. Justice! Zeke screamed towards her, but she wasn't moving. Damn it! Zeke threw Damocles a glance and charged towards the creature, weapon raised. Damocles watched as Zeke ran wide, dodging a terrifying wooden limb. He was embarrassed that he was the one that had caused this. In his hands, he held more of the dead branches. Maybe they could be used to help them distract the monster long enough to get to Justice. Or maybe they'd just make things worse.
Worse, is what they were going to say. Real quick, do you have loot cards?
I think there's some under those over there.
Because...
Are we going to rare?
No, we should be in uncommon, but the loot deck was like weirdly thick. And I was just double checking to see if it was built correctly, and it wasn't. So I must have mixed them up at some point. But luckily those are correct, and because we had 4s in there, and we shouldn't.
Oh, okay.
And we also had 14s in there, and we shouldn't have.
Oh, okay.
So
we had a little wide spectrum there.
Yeah.
It's
It was
like, okay, we get chump change or hell yeah.
Yeah. So the only thing is Zeke had a 5, so I just upped it to a 6.
Okay.
And then Damocles has a 12 and a 10, so those are all legit.
Okay. So we did not restore, correct?
We did not.
Okay.
No.
So I do still have my summon out.
But you need your boy.
I knew. Yes.
He's over there.
He's over there. Hi, people.
Hello.
This is my chicken.
Dude, I was watching American Dad, and have you seen the episode where Stan is trying to like make amends to one of his like middle school friends? Like where he was like...
Yes, I did see that one.
Okay, so there was a scene that just made me fucking bust out whenever he's at his apartment and he's wearing those shorts. And like he sits down and he's like, my pants just ripped, so don't look down because my dick slipped out. And I was like... I'm like, what the fuck? It's so funny. And that's just kind of what I imagine, is you stand up to walk over the bed and your dick's just out.
It's a little mosaic.
I have to blur it out. Okay. Hey, do we have the story flag experience
guide? No!
Boy, you'll have to tell me how this chapter goes for your campaign.
I have to say, Patrick has been amazing.
We went hard mode.
Yeah, we didn't have to fight the corpse collector flower. We got to skip that completely.
Really?
Yeah. Like, we fought...
Yeah, he's like, guys, don't go
we fought... Yeah, he was essentially like, there's a dead one. It's gonna conjure some, like, creatures, so we had to fight some merkhounds.
Okay.
But there was no boss fight.
Wow.
He just made it a breeze.
So you're on easy mode.
I guess so. I hope that what this decision, like, when we get into really hard stuff, like, what I'm hoping for is, like, Aisling will appear and be one of our allies and be, like, overpowered.
Yeah. You're talking about, in our game here?
Yeah.
Yeah. She fucking better be. Like, if we didn't get Patrick, and apparently he's the crux to this entire chapter.
Seems like it.
Because if we did, we would go to a distant sound. Otherwise, we go to something's coming. They have a cave troll. You wouldn't know what that's from.
Right. I hate those references, actually. I wish you'd stop.
It's really soiling our friendship.
Yeah, like every time I just have to grit my teeth.
God, that's fucking another one? Wow. Hard to believe you're married. Alright, 262. Oh, she's so hot. Everyone's hot. I want one person to just be ugly. No, sorry, not ugly. Average. But they're compared to everyone else. It's like, ew, God.
Oh, Christ.
It's like, have you ever
Or maybe it'd be spicy. Maybe being unattractive would be the new different.
That's
the novelty.
Because have you ever seen like those videos where they unphotoshop pictures and it's like, oh God, she's hideous. But like normally if you saw them first, it's like, no, they're attractive, but because they're photoshopped to hell, they're like the standard
and you look
of beauty.
back and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like, ew, God,
you're so textured.
You have flaws.
You're not just like this, just perfectly sheen face.
Ew, you actually have pores?
Ew, disgusting.
Freak. Something's coming. Something wicked this way comes.
Something's coming. The fire had burned out. Rook couldn't leave Remy alone while he wandered back to scavenge more fuel for the fire, so he sat by the light of a glowstone, his back to the wall as he did his best to get a view of every entrance. Rook glanced briefly back to where Remy was resting, to make sure she was still asleep. Gage rested under one of her arms, but the small creature looked alert. Rook could only imagine what Nightingale was going through right now. Was the Malama tormenting her, as it had been doing since they arrived in Gehenna? Had she been ambushed in the night without anyone to protect her? Rook banished the thought. Even if she had been, she was very capable, and there was nothing he could do about it right now anyway. He had to focus his energy on what he could do. Protect Remy. He hoped that Zeke and the others were still safe. Grrr, Gage growled. It sounded louder than Rook would have expected to come from such a small animal. The cat's fur stood tall and Rook followed its gaze. Something shuffled in the dark corridor ahead, though the sound was muffled. Rook rose to his feet, shaking out the stiffness and exhaustion. He drew his weapon, advancing towards the open doorway. To his horror, he saw creatures stirring. There were too many for him to safely engage them, but with Remy nearby, what choice did he have? Suri was suddenly beside him. "Allow me to help." She flashed him a reassuring smile before turning back to the darkness. "What about the bounty, though?" Rick asked, glancing at the advancing creatures. Suri hesitated for only a moment. "I'll have to chance that. I won't let anything happen to you, Rook." With that, Suri manifested. Her ghostly form became opaque and tangible before Rook. Suri stirred the air with her arms, making wide, sweeping motions that disturbed the loose papers and books, sending scraps of white parchment fluttering around them. Rook had never seen Suri fight before. He didn't even know she could. Now, though, the girl had a look of danger in her eyes. Her magical energy illuminated her bare skin with a purple hue, and Rook felt a warm energy around him. With renewed cause, Rook gripped his weapons, preparing for a fight.
Okay. Duel encounter, dangers in the dark. In the back corner of the chamber, the grotesque effigy thrashes wildly, threatening to crush Justice as its roots snake through large cracks in the ground. It might be best to simply try and avoid the grotesque effigy and just save Justice. Meanwhile, Rook steels himself against the coming threat. He must protect Remy, and he doesn't intend to fail in his duties. So win condition for setup 1. Oh, okay. Okay, I think I see what's going on. I also need to grab the encounter cards. But the active group is not used to determine which adventurers are selected during this encounter. Instead, the setup diagrams will indicate which adventurers are played. The adventurers selected in this way do not represent the active group and thus may not trade items before or after. Okay. Does this party have the story flag experience guide? If so, oh man, we'd have a friend in need. We'd get to read something. If not, read special a friend in the dark. Okay. I don't think Justice is playable. I think that's how we have our 4.
Oh.
Because one of the alternate win conditions is win as we defeat the grotesque effigy. Alternate is an adventurer carrying Justice, ends their turn on or adjacent to the blue hex. So I'm wondering if she's actually injured. But we'll get there.
I mean, it hasn't told us to... I'm very confused with the setup.
She's unconscious. It's right here.
Oh.
Yep, okay. So with nobody else to help Rook, Suri decides to appear and lend a hand. When setting up his encounter, oh hey, reveals small and large hidden cards. Okay, so basically she is unconscious.
Okay.
That's my bad. Because on the picture it looks like there were 5 people. And I'm like, that would be really weird for them to all of a sudden throw in.
So it's just showing where they would be?
That's where she's at. That's where she's knocked out. Okay, But, so you'll set up Rook. Oh, you have Rook. You'll set up Remy.
Oh.
But, you got...
Oh, I got a sexy Suri.
Yeah, she's hot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then... UM27. Yep, there she is. Yeah, whenever they talked about these branches hitting someone, and I'm like, isn't Justice like 30 pounds? Like, how's her spine now broken? Oh, she's paralyzed. Okay, so we have that. So I guess, that is kind of odd. If, I guess her summon's out?
I don't know. I mean,
theoretically, he can't do anything without her. Well, I don't know.
I mean, he can still do his natural
true,
stuff
yeah.
without her on the board. I don't know. Since we didn't restore, that's just weird.
It is a little weird. And I gotta look for the enemies. So we have Gatekeeper.
And what was it? So we pick the whoever's out, and we don't get to trade items.
Nope. There we go.
We just run over to Justice and strip a body real quick.
Quick items. Shit, I need. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. Yeah. So to access Suri's initiative card, these cards will be used during the encounter. Suri starts the encounter on any unoccupied space adjacent to Rook. If you want to look for her mini, I'm sure she has one. That's close. What does she look like?
Let's see here. Put her over here.
Okay.
I mean, she probably has a
She
standee.
probably does have a standee. Seems like they had miniatures for a lot of them. It's kind of weird that they didn't.
Oh God! Look at this spell. Unexist.
Oh my God!
Cast a spell 6 against an adjacent opponent. If the target has 25 hit points or lower, they are immediately defeated.
Wow. It's gonna be like that. Like she's gonna come out and do that. It's like, Rook, where has she been all this time? I didn't know she could do that. Where did I find?
So she has 30 hit points. She's fucking stacked.
Yeah, she's tanky.
She has resistance to magic. Anytime she is dealt damage, she deals back that much magic damage. If an opponent dealt damage to another ally since the end of Suri's last turn, damage dealt to that opponent by Suri is irreducible damage. Let's see here. If an opponent had dealt damage to an ally since the end of her last turn, she, for the cost of a standard attack, can make 3 attacks against an opponent. And then there's Unexist, which, as I described earlier,
Jesus Christ.
She has 15 defense and 30 health.
There's one enemy. Here's Suri.
Yeah.
And she starts anywhere adjacent to Rook. Okay, so a lot of stuff to read. We know the dual encounters. They're 2 separate things. They can't interact with each other. We did that last time. Yeah. Okay. All intelligent combatant cards other than the grotesque effigy have the following AI step at the bottom of their combatant card. Otherwise, move towards the nearest adventurer. Okay. On watch when setting up this encounter after dealing the initiative cards, move Rook to the front of the initiative track. Okay, when the adventurer carrying Justice moves on or adjacent to the blue X edge, read the following. Tracking time at the end of every round, add a time token to the back of the initiative track. Okay, we'll be managing that. Dead branches. Damocles starts the encounter with 3 dead branch tokens. Dead branch tokens may be spent during an adventurer's turn for 1 SP. For each token spent, an adventurer may spawn 1 Fragger within SOI. Fragger spawn in this manner. Treat all other figures as opponents.
All other figures. So he'll fight the effigy too.
Yeah, interesting. I hate Fraggers.
Well, we're not a spell-heavy party. Or you guys aren't. I guess that's just your crew and my crew over here.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh, so Rook is going first. Wow. Cool. We're all taken by surprise. Literally.
Oh, damn. And fucking... She had all the freaking pagers. So we can modify the fucking...
Yeah, she's all the way over there.
Limp and shit.
Remy is seriously injured and needs to rest. Use her figure to denote her location on the board. Remy may not make actions, use abilities, or use items, and her initiative card is not added to the initiative track. However, she is still in play as an adventure and can be targeted by opponents.
So she
That's why you have Suri over there.
Oh.
It's just Rook.
So she's here. She's present, but can't. So no abilities, no attacks. What else?
She can't do anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
so she's just a pile of hit points on the ground
Yeah.
that could be wounded.
Yes. Yep. Justice has been knocked unconscious by the grotesque effigy. Use her figure to denote her location on the board. Justice may not make actions, use abilities, or use items, and her initiative card is not added to. I didn't do that. Unlike Remy, Justice may not be targeted by opponents. An adventurer adjacent to her may pick her up by making an encounter action. If they do, her figure is placed on the adventurer card. If they are ever defeated, they must place Justice on the space. Okay. Blue objectives, which is up there. Rook is keenly aware that there are more creatures in the dark heading in his direction, but Remy is still too injured to be moved. He'll have to hold out as long as possible, depending on how many time tokens have been added. Read the corresponding hidden text to determine what emerges.
Oh, it's going to be like a rush. There's just going to be monsters pouring in.
Yep. We have a red totem over here, and we have a blue totem over there. Oh shit, one girl, 2 books. So hot. I gotta need books.
Give me books.
Okay, so will you hand me... Never mind, they're closer to me. 3 dead branch tokens. 1, 2, 3. So those start on old Damocles. Okay. Yeah, so win condition for setup 1, which was this one, is defeat the grotesque effigy or carry Justice to the blue exit, or on or adjacent. And, oh wow. Wow, setup 2, the win condition is they have to, setup 1 has reached an end condition and Remy has not taken any damage. That's the win condition for this one.
Oh, Remy can't take any damage?
Nope, if she does, it's a lose condition.
Okay, well, so there is an elevated portion to this.
There is, yep.
Oh, it's a 4-1. Do I want her adjacent to him, or do I want her on the ground, ready to fight?
Probably on the ground, right?
Yeah, I guess. But she seems to do better if Rook's being attacked.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So... Okay. That's pretty much it. Remy, Justice do nothing, except Remy can be attacked. Again, if she takes any damage whatsoever, that is a lose condition for setup 2, and win condition is 2. I don't know what those roots do, and like I said, time tokens will be managed at the end of...
They can draw range from them.
Oh,
There's
okay.
a few other things.
Okay,
Yeah.
I figured they had to do specifically with them, but...
Did you bring an axe?
No, I wish I did.
It's very similar to the KDM tree in that it's resistant to all damage unless it's from an axe.
No way. Oh, you're kidding. Resistant. Okay, that's only that's half damage.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, I read as immune. I'm like, so still probably save Justice. Okay. It's resistant to all damage?
Physical and magical.
Oh, wow. Even magical, huh? 'Cause I was like, I'll just throw my dynamite over there.
Well, is dynamite physical or is it irreducible?
It might be irreducible.
But then, like, dynamite would be primo against this thing because it only moves like one space.
Oh, it can move?
Yeah, it can move one space at a time.
Okay, well, do you want to read Suri's back?
Why, sure.
And the effigies?
Oh,
back?
look at her backside.
What the? Suri, what the fuck?
Suri had watched Rook and the others as they descended into the ruins of Gehenna. She was keen to see such an ancient city built by those of her native realm, even if it tore at her heart to see it come to such decay. What had once been beautiful was now entirely overcome with decay. This entire endeavor seemed like a fool's errand, but she would always be there to support Rook. He had shown her kindness, and had a sharp mind. She understood that humans in Middara... she understood the humans in Middara much better, thanks to his instruction. As they descended into the sunken library, it became clear that the danger they faced was more serious than they expected. It seemed to be a trend with these humans, and Suri could hardly imagine immortal beings risking their eternal lives so recklessly. But they were in much too far to turn back now. Remy was growing concerned for Rook. He hadn't been able to rest since they arrived, and it was beginning to show. He had been tending to the injured Remy, and as usual, he put the safety of others before his own. It was something that Suri liked about him. If a friend was in need, he never hesitated. It was strange to her, but also reassuring. She didn't doubt that he would be there to offer the same help to her if she ever needed it. Now Rook was alone, standing guard over an injured Remy. Monsters were closing in, and all help was gone. He might die here if she didn't intervene, but if she did, there was a chance the Great Bounty would realize what she'd done. It wasn't a likely outcome, but it was a possibility. What would Rook do? The answer was obvious. Rook would never leave her in danger, regardless of the consequences. She manifested next to him as he prepared to fight, and gave him a confident nod. Selfless love. I could get used to this.
Cute. Do we know what the Great Bounty is?
It is, essentially it's like a greater force that oversees the realms to make sure that there aren't like interlopers jumping between the realms short of contract work.
Gotcha. Cool.
Like there's actually a side quest where you fight one of these puppies if you defy the Great Bounty.
Oh, okay. And then the grotesque effigy.
Oh, okay. Grotesque effigies are not the only sentient plants in Middara, but they are definitely one of the most dangerous. These ambulatory trees will attack anything they encounter without provocation. They will hunt unwary or careless creatures and attempt to bind them to their roots before dragging them into its trunk to be devoured. The roots of the grotesque effigy run deep into the earth and can sprawl over hundreds of yards. These roots can burst forth from the ground and attack. The grotesque effigy can also use these tunneled roots to pull itself along, allowing it terrifying mobility. Destroying these roots is usually the first step to killing the grotesque effigy itself. Occasionally, instead of eating a victim, a grotesque effigy will encase them in its bark. The unfortunate soul is then kept alive with a steady trickle of sap into their veins, slowly replacing their blood. Fortunate victims do not survive the transfusion, but those who do are transformed into effigy dryads. They become malicious creatures with tough, woody skin and venomous fangs. Effigy dryads seem to have a single purpose: to create new grotesque effigies. The moment it separates from its creator, a dryad will begin to seek out an appropriate tree to infect. The dryad will rip away the leaves and gnawing branches and twigs, seeping its venom into the tree's sap. Using its powerful claws, the dryad will dig up the tree's roots so that it may inject them the venom into the root system as well. It will continue brutalizing the tree in this manner for days, sometimes weeks, until it senses the tree has sufficiently rotted inside. Finally, the dryad will burrow into the decaying wood of the trunk. Its consciousness is thought to pass into the tree and becomes the new effigy. Naturalists are not sure if the effigy is naturally occurring creature or the result of magic gone awry. Regardless of their origins, they remain a danger to those who traverse the deep woods and swamps of Alenia.
Dope. All right. Real question. Who wins in a fight? The grotesque effigy or the tree from KDM? Tree battle!
Well, let's see here. The KDM tree fucking loves to bleed your shit out.
That's true, but can it move?
Huh?
Can it move?
No, it cannot move.
There you go.
Well, it can attack you from literally anywhere on the board.
Well, okay. Yeah, it doesn't have to move. I don't think I ever fought the tree, actually. I think it's
You get to fight it once per campaign.
Really?
Yep.
I thought it was just kind of there. Did you fight it? I thought it was just there for the Phoenix fight.
It could replace that because there's a token for the tree that the Phoenix uses. You put in a card into your hunt track.
Okay.
And then once that hunt event occurs, it spawns in your combat.
Okay.
And it has fruits and whatnot.
Yeah.
And like the monster could eat the fruits or anyway. And then if you still have fruits on the board. By the time you defeat the monster, you get the lonely fruit specifically, and then by consuming that fruit, you initiate the incident that causes the boss fight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever fought the tree.
Yeah, it is like resistant to, like, I forget how it worked, but if you had an axe, you were way better equipped at taking it down.
Makes sense. Some inspiration there, it seems. Okay, well, Rook is first.
Oh, Rook, me boy.
Here's what I'm thinking over here, though. Oh, yeah, you're right. It is.
We are separated.
We're completely separated.
We are.
Well.
Okay. So, Rook's gonna get us rolling. He has his 3 staminers.
Did Remy change into her nightgown? Is that what she's wearing?
No, well, it's,
like,
it's an accessory.
Let me slip into something more comfortable.
Yeah, she can't activate it unless... I mean, I can still use its exhaust ability.
You can't use abilities.
Yeah, I can use its exhaust ability.
No,
I just can't use its passive ability.
It specifically says cannot use abilities.
Oh.
May not take actions, use abilities, or use items, and her initiative card is not added.
Oh, so she's just not here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically Rook and Surrey.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's...
And I'm basically, it's just Damocles, because Zeke's over here, fuck all, without any backstab. So...
Alrighty. I'll lead this sucker off. Let's slap down the only truth. And I will bequeath intervention tokens to all 3 of them. To himself, Suri, and Remy.
I don't think can you target? I don't even know if you can target Remy. Not that it does anything.
It's a true looking adventurer. I mean, she can't use the abilities, but
I don't think she can. I think she's effectively not there.
Putting it over here. And then, okay. So I'm going to spend 1 stamina to give myself an additional intervention token.
Nice. I'm trying to figure out why would I use these dead branches? Are they bad for me to hold on to?
It was to conjure the fraggers, right?
I know, but it's like, what if I don't want them? Because they're treated in the manner they're as spawned in this manner. Treat all other figures as opponents.
Mm-hmm. You want me to go over what he can do?
Yeah,
okay.
That'd probably be nice.
So he has resistance to physical and magic damage, unless it's from an axe. Regrowth. He has Crush, Unstoppable. So essentially that means he's going to move you. If he moves into if you're next to him, he'll move into your space, boop you, and give you a purple of irreducible damage.
Okay.
Yeah, Unstoppable means he's moving through anything. Hulking and Colossal, so he's...
can't be pushed.
So he can be... I think Colossal means he could be targeted, like, from, anywhere. Like, if he was on, like, a higher elevation, you could still target him.
Colossal, ignore elevation and other figures when drawing line of sight to and from this figure. Okay, so...
Yeah, he's just so big that he can be targeted from range.
Okay, I guess there is some elevation, but I don't plan on going up there.
Okay, immune to condemn. When he is
Boo!
You're going to hate this part. This is going to make him really hard to deal with.
I don't plan on killing him.
Okay.
If that helps. But
That'd be so cool if you did. So, he gets a heal token.
If Justice was in on this fight, I'd probably consider it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, because... The BFS, come on, that's a Zombato. That's basically an axe.
Right. So add a heal token to this card to a maximum of 2. At the start of his turn, use all the heal tokens on this card. Now, he has 50 hit points, which is fairly manageable in this game. But essentially, between 2 different attacks, you would have to deal a surplus of 12 damage before his next turn, before he removes all of it.
Oh my god.
Assuming you hit him 2 times.
Yeah.
So each of these is 6 hit points.
Yeah. And all my attacks are half damage.
Yes.
Yeah. I
mean, you got throw effects and whatnot.
My throwing knives.
If you whittled him down, then dumped everything, possibly.
Yeah.
Let's see.
If Zeke had... Well, he is Colossal, so backstab is extremely easy if Damocles is on one side. I'd have to roll the best I've ever rolled with Zeke to do a significant amount of damage just for him to... Well, he wouldn't stack both heals in one turn, right? He would, get one heal
No, he would use all of them. He uses all of them when it comes to his turn. So each time
How does he get them?
When he's dealt damage, you
okay.
add a heal token. The max is 2 he can hold.
Okay. Then yeah, so pretty much I'd have to roll the best I could possibly do just to hopefully break even. I mean, well, but with I think if with a really good onslaught and backstab, that is just an additional 5.
I mean,
does he have armor?
He has 2 armor.
It doesn't matter. I mean, if Zeke's the one attacking, then
He
it
has
doesn't
13
matter.
defense, which isn't the best we've seen.
Yeah.
So let's see here. So he, okay. So his first check is if you're adjacent to a root.
Okay.
You swap places with the root adjacent to the most opponents. So he's gonna move with his roots.
Oh, okay.
Any opponent that occupies a space that the grotesque effigy moves into is moved into the nearest unoccupied space, and he has Crush Unstoppable. So he's going to move there, push you, give you a purple of your reducible.
Would he not move here? Would he not move in that 4 spot and not on me?
Let's see here. Okay.
Maybe the fraggers are the way to fight him.
Moves it into the nearest unoccupied space. Continue down. So he's going to do that no matter what. If you're adjacent to one.
Well, he's going before me anyway, so we can go through that. We can have Rook go.
Okay.
Because there's nothing I can do to
stop
what he's gonna do anyway. So.
Okay. All right, Rook's going. So okay, so I pooped out a bunch of intervention tokens.
Yep.
I'm gonna get some movement going. I'll go ahead and activate Men to get myself some healing tokens.
So I have a boss fight to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
You have
I have a boss battle rush, I guess.
Yeah, tower defense.
There you go. All right.
Oh, for the record, the first the first enemies that come in will be on 2 time tokens. It goes 2, 4, 6, 8.
Okay.
So you have 2 rounds before something else shows up.
All righty, man. I wish Rook had a little range to him in this one.
He does. You can throw your axe.
I could throw my axe, yes. All right. So then we'll get some movement going, and I'll get some. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And
if I'm not mistaken, can you drop from 4 to 1, or is that considered
instant death?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably not even that big of a deal. Like it's like just probably a little higher as like elevated parkour level, but it's like nope, you just die.
Okay. I will keep 1 stamina just for fun. Okay.
You know, it's funny because I just kind of handed off these enemies, and it's funny how the one I gave myself is the one for you.
Yeah.
And the one you have is for me. Yeah. I guess it does. We don't know if his summon is there though. I guess we don't.
Oh yeah, I guess I should move that. Huh?
I'd like it to be.
It would be nice.
It does carry from round to round.
It does. I mean, she.
Because I thought that was the problem with her was whenever you summoned quickly, we realized
When I flip, it's a flip effect.
Yeah.
So it's done.
right. That's why. But whenever if we go to a new encounter, they follow. I thought they were gone.
Yo, they come.
Oh.
They keep going, and that's in the rules. Like they stick with them because it's a flip effect,
Yeah.
and they carry over their HP and
Well,
everything.
they're not. I mean, I know we made the statement if the summoner goes down, that summon should go away, but that's not the case.
No,
so
they specifically say like they're like enemy summons will linger, and so will our summons.
Okay, then I'd say he's in the.
Hey, you're getting your rules. I'm not gonna argue. Bah!
So I need his initiative card, and if he's not supposed to be here, throw a fit in the comments. I don't care. It could be worse. It could be worse. I'll put him at the end, just to make all the summons do that. I'm not gonna reshuffle. Gatekeeper. Just as a reminder, they have protection, which means if they're targeted by spells, it'll probably never come up. And resistance to range also doesn't matter. When she has half health, she gains 3 armor, so she goes up to 5 armor.
Okay.
All poppets move up to 2 towards the nearest opponent, so... And I guess... Alright, is there an opponent adjacent? No. Is there an opponent that shares a space with a poppet? No. Can it move to put an opponent within SOI? It doesn't have to move to put an opponent within SOI. Oh, move to put as many opponents as possible within SOI. So its movement is 6, 2, 3, 4. I think that's everyone within SOI. Yep. Okay. Cast a spell 6, prioritizing the opponent who is adjacent to the most opponents.
Okay.
So it's either Suri or Remy.
So she can't target Remy because she's not on the edge of the higher elevation.
Oh, okay. Then it will be Suri with a spell 6.
She could target Rook as well.
It's the one adjacent to the most opponents. So Suri is adjacent to the most opponents. Oh, no, they're not adjacent.
Yeah.
Never mind. I thought for her big thing. Then we will do Rook.
Okay.
So spell 6, her casting is a green, so it is a spell 13.
Spell 13. What is my conviction? So I get a teal and a white. What's the check? A 13?
13.
That's a hard one to make.
Close.
6. Oops, that was a 5. So intervention.
It will be a gray die of magic damage.
Gray. That's a lot of. That is potentially a lot of magic damage.
Potentially 10. Or potentially 4.
Okay. Well, fuck it. I ignored it.
Okay.
That just doesn't happen.
Alright, that's the Gatekeeper. Effigy, bring it on, bitch!
Oh, okay. Oh boy. Is there an opponent adjacent to a root? Zeke is.
No.
Swap places with the root adjacent to the most opponents.
Oh, it is adjacent. Oh, I see. So it's going to swap with this.
Yep, so it'll...
Right there.
Alrighty. Now it continues down. Is there an opponent within range 6 of itself or a root?
Very much so.
Yeah. All opponents within range 6 of itself or a root are pulled a blue dice worth of spaces towards itself or a root.
Almost. This one can't see Damocles.
Okay.
So, yeah, okay.
So yeah, you're right next to it. So let's see here. I believe the rules are any excess that you're moving is like irreducible damage.
Is it? I've never heard that.
Now I'm not sure with like the pull. I know with like the pushes. So I wasn't
pull
sure.
Wouldn't make any. That doesn't. I mean, pushing makes thematic sense. Like,
yeah.
Pulling doesn't. Because
Okay.
like if I was pulling you towards me, you're not going to take damage if you hit me.
Yeah.
But if I push you into a wall, so I mean, I would say no damage. I also can't find pull.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me. Yeah, if it's excessive push, that sounds a little fair. Okay. All right. So it's a big fat roll.
Well, I'm right there.
You're already there. Okay. All right. Pulled root, whichever you're... Okay, so this is a force 13. You could choose to ignore it. So that occurs. And now is there an opponent within reach 2? Make a separate attack against each opponent within reach 2.
Okay.
So
Still
just from
me.
himself right now. So he's going to attack you with double lime and a black.
I will.
You dodge? You gonna dodge this shit?
So
if he gets 4 shields, he gets to turn all of them in for 8 damage.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I will dodge. Okay, makes me a 13.
Okay.
Oh, it has a stupid miss. Missed. Hey,
Oh,
that was 12, motherfucker.
Okay, yeah. It was 12?
I think it was a 5.
Okay, I couldn't remember. I bumped it there. So 12. All right, so he misses.
That misses, and because I successfully dodged, I get to counter.
Beautiful.
Yay. Hey, all right. Starting off strong. I have now false hope. I've in one successful roll, and I'm like, I got this.
Got him. Fucking
I'm all in. 15. That's 2 over. 2, 3, 4, 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay, so 3 total damage.
I have armor piercing.
He still resistance.
Oh yeah, that's right. I thought you were taking the armor.
Yeah, I know to ignore armor with your routine.
Pretty much. Yep, that's it.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. All right, and then he will then swap places with the root out of range and SOI of the most opponents.
Oh, wow.
So, this is totally beneficial back here, dude. You just run back there and grab that.
Yeah, this is an axe, probably. This right here.
It could be.
It's
been beaten up on us. Maybe it'll be nice.
maybe. No, because this is going to be a second tree for some dumb reason. It's like, I don't even have a miniature for it.
Okay.
Is that it?
That is his routine.
That was not too bad. I actually got a successful counter. Hiya! Or just punch it, because I forgot I used guitars. I don't know why I keep trying to make guitars work.
They just don't work.
They don't. They're like so cool, but they're so useless and everything. Damocles, baby! I need to quickly remember how much his max health is. 12, 16.
So is that an exit?
It is. An alternate win condition is getting justice to the exit.
Okay.
Which I considered, but you want me to fight it, so I'll try to fight it until I get my ass beat. He also has a heal token.
So it's like he has his roots. Can you damage them?
I don't think so, because I thought I was going to ask you, but it didn't say anything.
It's like
unless unless on here it says.
Yeah, they might have like their own like thing.
Root tokens are part of encounter setups. Roots count as figures with 6 HP, 10 defense, and 6 armor. Roots have resistance to physical damage and magical damage unless the source of the damage is from an axe. Their immunity. Oh wow, they have immune to spells. All opponents who provoke a break attack from a root or are adjacent to a root at the start of are dealt a green die of physical damage. They do not drop combatant loot. So yeah, they only have 6 HP.
So if we start next to them, we get a 6. We get a green.
Who provoke a break attack.
Provoke. Just get.
If I start. Oh wow, yeah. All opponents who provoke a break attack from a root or are adjacent to a root at the start of its turn are dealt a green die of physical damage.
Oh, its turn.
Yeah, so roll a green die, I guess.
Oh fuck, dude.
I have some resistance to.
Okay, physical. I've got armor. So
7.
So 3 damage.
Wait, who are you dealing damage to?
Him.
Oh yeah.
Well, at the start of well, he was adjacent to it, so he wouldn't have taken that.
It's Zeke.
Okay.
I thought I had. Maybe I don't. I thought he had something, but I guess. Fuck. Yeah, that's just 7 damage. He has no defense. So, what was I, 23? So I'm at 16. Okay. Well, it is Damocles' turn. He has a total of, what's his health? X for X is the highest level. Marshall, 5, 6, 7, 11, 23. Okay, so that's his.
Oh yeah, since you did hit him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He has a heal token. Alright, Damocles, baby. What do I want to do?
Be a hard boy to nail down.
Yeah. Okay. I think I can do something. So, give me my 3 SP. I already have it. So, we're going to spend 1 to move. His movement is 7. So, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. We'll go right there. Because, does he have any way? He has a lot of health. Oh, can I have a dodge token?
You sure can. You dodgy thing, you.
Okay. I have a pretty cool idea. It's gonna be rough, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give it a couple rounds. If I do like decent attacks and he just kind of heals it, it might not be worth it. But it might be cool if I do it. Anyway, so I'm gonna attack with my sexy ass, a big fucking sword.
Fucking fuck him up, dude.
Oh, actually, no, perfect. I'm gonna do the Dweller's short sword and move 1 diagonally. Whoop.
Hey.
Neat. Yes, now I will attack, which is going to be a green, a teal, and a black. Hiya! Well, that's a flat-out miss. Do I have a way of re-rolling?
Let's see.
I don't think he does.
Ancient tokens or
Demon voucher to re-roll. That's even worse. All right. Cool. Yeah, he has like no re-rolls.
gotcha. What about your campaigner, or is that just counters?
My campaigner, it's only counters.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
It's 13. It's not a terrible defense value.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So that was an attack. Okay, now we're at Zeke.
Okay. Zeke, my boy.
Zeke.
Could he sneak in there and get some
phase
fucking
token, teleport.
Ooh, hot and spicy times.
So now I'm flanking. Just over here. I am not going to be doing that. He does have some re-rolls. These are unexhausted. Yeah, I do have dynamite that I could.
Yeah,
use.
I mean, since he moves as
Actually-
far away, you could like plant him up, but it takes a while for the dynamite to go off. It's like
does.
the end of the next round.
It is, yeah. The first requip I do is free, so I will actually. You know what? Let's just throw these throwing knives.
Okay.
So I'll requip as I'm running.
Okay.
So it's I don't think it's considered irreducible. Is it? Is it irreducible damage?
It's.
With
I think it's
with throw.
physical.
It's physical damage, yeah.
So he'll reduce it by 2 each time. He has 2 armor.
Was throw? I thought that was roll a die. Oh, but armor can be used. Okay, this is not an attack and cannot be dodged. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll just add it all up. Wow. So
3.
7
7.
total.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think it's
Another 3 damage. No,
Yeah.
4 damage. 4.
yeah.
Round up for everything. 4 reason. 7. I should just grab a handful.
And he does have a passive heal. Actually, with the first requip now, that's free. I will.
Okay, so knives.
Yeah, and then I'll equip with the requip. I'll do my ring of blood
Okay.
because he took 7 damage at the beginning of his turn. All right, let's go ahead and I have not done any SP. Let's onslaught
Okay.
and just hope until the end of each turn.
Okay, get a +1. Standing. Okay, solid roll.
So, all right, so 16,
16, 17 total.
17, so that's 4 over. 4 plus the backstab, so that's another
9.
Yep, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage.
Okay. So it's another 7, so 5.
Was the flanking add 1 or add 2?
+1.
It's +1. Okay, so yeah, 17 damage, completely ignoring armor, and I know it's halved. Second attack with the onslaught is now going to be +2, because it's a sequential attack.
Okay, sweet. That's nice.
So that's 14, so that's 16, 3 over, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, so another 13 damage.
13. Okay, so that is 12, so 6, 7.
Yep.
So another 5, 6, 6, 7. Okay.
And then third attack. That's cocked. Fuck, where was that? Was it like that?
Not too shabby.
Okay, so 15 plus 3. No.
This is for Zeke?
Yeah.
You should be rolling another green die,
Oh, fuck, you're right.
which are way better.
Yeah, but I was rolling so well. See? There we
you
go.
go.
I'll take the 8. Yeah, it's even right here. I don't know why I had to... Oh, because that was his attack. So 17 plus 4... No, 3. Because this is its third... Oh, actually. Is this the third attack?
This,
Yeah, I had 1, which was plus 1. Okay, no, yeah, so this is plus 3.
Okay.
17, so this is 20. So that's 7 plus 5 of 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18.
18, so 9 damage. So, 5.
And then I will heal 2 with the Ring of Blood.
5 out.
And then I'm going to do...
Okay, give me just a second. So I was at... How much damage was it? You said 9. Okay, it was 9 damage, so I need to add another 4. Okay.
Yep. And I'm going to do Blade Works to do another attack. So this is still sequential, so I'm adding now 4. I got 17 plus 4, 21. So that's 8 over. 8 plus 5, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 19 more damage.
Okay, give me a second here. Okay. Alright. So 19 more damage.
Halved, it'll be 10.
10 damage. Okay, that's easier.
And then I'm going to do my Fight Drive as another attack.
There you go.
Let's see. I will re-roll that. That's right. Okay. So this is going to be plus 5. No. Yeah, plus 5. 8 plus 6, that's 14. Plus 5, 19. So that's 6 over. 6 plus 5, 11, 12, 13, 14. 16 more damage.
Okay, so 8. So 5. 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we've got a floating 9 here. Let's see. Can you do 1 more damage?
Yeah, I do 1 more damage. I'm just gonna... Is he at fucking 49?
Yes. And you used your fight drive?
Yeah, yeah. I can just flip that.
Let's see.
Let's see. Yeah, it's my game. I can just say I do 1 more damage.
Oh, look at that. Look at you go.
I missed a symbol in there at one point. Actually, it might have, because I was rolling weaker dice.
That's true.
So-
That's true. You could very well have. Yeah!
So what did I do in that? That was all halved, right? So I dealt 100 damage.
Yeah.
Relatively 100 damage.
Yeah.
That was 5
Quite a
attacks.
bit. Yeah. Pretty grody.
Yeah, that's...
I mean that backstab with that many attacks in a row.
Yeah.
I mean that's just a baked
Well,
in.
yeah, because the Bone Chipper increases the attack for each the amount of times you've attacked each turn.
Yeah, that's pretty disgusting with them.
So with the onslaught, well, actually, what helped this entire thing was him with the face token, because he just got to teleport.
Yeah.
So he didn't have to, he got to do the 3 on his first attack, and that was 3, 4, 5. So 5 attacks, which essentially is goes up to a +4, but with the additional one for him being on the other side. Yeah, on top of high rolls.
Just fucking steamed him. Oh man, Avarice 4.
Oh wait, we won.
Is that it?
Grotesque Effigy is defeated if setup 1 has reached an end condition and Remy has not taken any damage.
Have we reached an end condition?
Your end condition is if we reached an end condition. The end condition was defeat the Gross Effigy.
Okay. Draw 4 times, sir.
The Grotesque Effigy is defeated. That was 1. And then win condition if setup 1 has reached an end condition and Remy has not taken any damage. And she hasn't taken any damage, right? All right. Well, oh yeah, 4.
Yeah, you get 4 draws. Come on, good loot.
9, 10, 12, 6.
Hey.
Not bad. Monster loot would have been cool.
Yeah.
If he even has one. Okay. Grotesque Effigy is defeated. Each party member gains 1 XP.
Beautiful.
Zeke just
Everybody.
See, that's the thing about the dice, though, is like... I didn't feel like I earned that, though. I just rolled really high on every attack. So it's like, alright! Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's disgusting. So, each party member, huh? Hey! And then the reward is we mark the story flag rested.
Hey. Do we get restored?
No.
Oh.
Okay. But we do get the story flag rested. At least it doesn't say on here. But, so that puts Nightingale. I'm guessing she would get it.
Everyone gets it.
12. She didn't even do anything. Zeke's at 6. Rook at 4. Remy at 13.
She needs to level up.
I know. She's been injured this entire chapter. Justice at 8. And Damocles at 7. Okay.
Zeke was like, "Don't touch her!"
That's my girlfriend! She's like, what was that? Nothing, babe. Yeah, and then we will continue to One Girl, Two Books next time. So I hope you enjoyed. Other than that, stick around for the rest of the series. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.